Ooh-Wakka-Doo-Wakka-Day Part 2. Just to recap, in Part 1 I showed you the 4-bar phrase that you play 5 times that takes you through the intro and the first 2 verses, and it's played like this. That goes straight into the first bridge section, which begins with the words, "You wouldn't think to look at me that I was strong." And it's very difficult to hear the piano part at all in the mix, but it appears that Gilbert continues to play the same rhythm with the left hand, albeit the notes change with the chord changes. So starting with the first bar, and this is how I play it, may not be totally accurate because, as I say, it is so difficult to hear, but should sound alright if you're playing along to the song. So we start with the D minor. So same rhythm in the left hand, but we've moved down to a D in the left hand, and it's an inversion of the D minor chord in the right hand, A, D and F. I'll not keep naming all the notes because you'll be able to see just from looking at it which notes I'm playing. But the format through most of this section is playing the chord, then playing the first note individually, the second note individually, then the chord, then the first note, then the chord. So I'm just doing it with the right hand. So play that again slowly. And with both hands. Second bar, we move to a G minor chord. Slowly. Third bar is a little bit more difficult because it starts with a C minor and then moves to a C minor 7th with a B flat in the left hand. So slowly C minor. Play it again. So the C minor, moving down to C minor 7. Next bar is an F7 with an A in the bass. So there's 4 notes. Play that again. And then to B flat, continue with the same format, so chord, first and second notes of the chord individually, chord, first note of the chord individually, then the chord again, just with the right hand. And with both hands. And we move to a G minor again, which I've already shown you, which was in the second bar. Then to A flat major. Playing that slowly with the right hand. And again. With both hands. And then slight change in format. For the last part, we have a C minor, D minor, and then E flat major, finishing with an F. So play those 2 bars again. So you say those last 2 bars, the chords change twice within each bar. So I just play the chord. I'll just do it with the right hand. Then the first note of the chord, then the chord again. C minor, D minor, E flat major to F. So I'll play that through again fairly slowly from the beginning of the first bridge section. Start with a D minor, G minor, C minor, to C minor with a B flat, F7 with an A in the bass, B flat, G minor, A flat major, C minor, D minor, and I'll just play that once more a bit faster. And that's the chord sequence for the first bridge section. At the end of that it goes straight back into the original phrases that you learnt, or 4-bar phrase that you learnt in part 1.